bowels of the bedrock, danker and darker than the chambers underneath the large pyramids. If you're under there at high noon, you're as separated from the world of sunlight as you can possibly be. So, in that sense, the inner chambers and passages of the pyramid are very Earth-like.
The subterranean chamber was originally intended as a resting place for the pharaoh's mummy. It would serve as the mound that covered the king, whose body was like a seed that would sprout back to life. But something went wrong. According to scholars, the reason the work below may have been abandoned could have been the direct result of a development in Egyptian religion. They claim it was during the construction of this pyramid when the king decided that his mummy had to be buried not just in a tomb, but in a stone sarcophagus within that tomb.
The sarcophagus was called Possessor of Life, Neb-Ankh. And so when the king was laid back into the sarcophagus, which is stone, a symbol of the earth, he was also put back into the womb of his mother, who is Nut, the sky goddess. In other words, it's like being born into the sky again. So very clearly for the Egyptians, they were saying that the womb and the tomb are identical at this level of kingship when you're dealing with these cosmic principles. So when the king survived death, he was reborn into the sky, as well as being reborn in the underworld, in the domain of Osiris. All these ideas were blended in Egyptian worldview without any sense of contradiction.
The stone sarcophagus was one more way to ensure the pharaoh's safe passage to the other side. But in the case of the Great Pyramid, it presented a problem. This large, heavy object would not fit through the descending passageway in order to get into the tomb chamber.
You can see today where they were working probably one morning and stopped abruptly in the afternoon and decided to change the plan and have the chamber for the sarcophagus in the superstructure, in the body of the pyramid, something that they'd never done before.
An ascending passageway was cut through some of the stones already in place. This tunnel rises 125 feet before leveling off into what's known as the Queen's Chamber. The Queen's Chamber is considered a misnomer. It was merely the name coined by Arab visitors that thought it resembled the contemporary tombs of their women. Interestingly, the Queen's Chamber, like the subterranean chamber, was also left unfinished. Once again, the sarcophagus is thought to have been the reason. Some experts